Hi, I'm Matt Lucy, and I'm the principal of the Field School in Weston. As many of you know, one of the requirements of the Massachusetts School Building Authority is to integrate learning opportunities for students in the affected building. And we at Field School had lots of opportunities. For example, we used the construction of the walls of the foundation of the new building to explore further the construction of the Great Wall of China. We looked at simple machines and engineering as they were discovered in class and then looked to see how they were being used on the site. In our art class, the students looked out the second-story window as the building was constructed to gather perspectives. When in math we were discussing area models, we looked at the actual plans of the building to explore the square footage of each space. And then one day when a glacial erratic was unearthed in the back, the students were able to explore the glacial erratic and discuss how big was big. One additional and very powerful way in which we used the project was through our own exploration of project-based learning. Through the collaboration of Colantonio, our general contractor, Compass, our project managers, and Jonathan Levy, our architectural firm, we worked with them and they showed us how they modeled every day their shared investment in a successful product. Through their compromise, their close work, their communication, they demonstrated to our students how successful a group of people could be, and what we found later was how successful our students could be with the same type of task. The professional team modeled problem solving with an authentic problem, which you'll hear more about in just a minute, and they discussed their roles and each responsibilities. Then they gave the students an opportunity to do the same. It was a problem-based learning assignment that was constructed so they could learn the different roles. After which, they began to choose their own problems to solve using their own driving questions. These successful projects lasted the remainder of the year, and on the very last day of school, the students were still working through their projects to ensure that they had their best product. The collaboration and care of our construction team was critical to our success, and we're very grateful for their willingness to work with us. So please enjoy what follows as our construction team and the students of the Field School demonstrate project-based learning. It was an absolutely extraordinary experience for all.
Hi, my name is Jeff Danica. I work for Compass Project Management. I'm the owner's project manager for the town of Weston. We're here to represent the town and help guide them through the process, managing the architect and the contractor.
My name's John Hobson. I'm the senior construction manager for Colantonio Construction, and we're the CMs building the new Field Elementary School.
Hi, I'm Philip Gray. I am an architect and I represent Jonathan Levy Architects, the designers of the building, as well as all of the engineers and other consultants who have worked on the design.
So the problem we gave them is we had too much soil, and what do you do with this? They came up with all the same areas that we came up with, where you could hide soil or spread soil, raising the level of the playing fields. And they came up with a couple of interesting ones, such as making a green roof, and it shows the forward thinking of those students trying to think green, and that's definitely changed a lot since when I grew up and the other people on the team grew up. But the essence of bringing green back to the project is very important in today's students. So in our industry, as in many others, problem solving and the skills that are needed to work as a team to a solution is necessary. We see that every day in construction when an architect or an owner has an idea or a concept, and that looks great on a sketch and an idea. When it comes down to paper, you really need to work through the details to make sure that it's buildable. And sometimes even when you get to that point, it's not always buildable. And so when you get into the field, you have to work through a solution as a team. And so teamwork is important all the way through the project.
It was very, very exciting to work with the staff and the students engaged in a problem that we already had on site during the construction process of the new field school. It was phenomenal what the students and the teachers did to come up with ideas. They broke up all the students into teams and had them act in singular groups as a collaborative during being an architect, a contractor, an engineer, and they all worked together and they came up with some of the same solutions that the professionals came up with and took them 2 and 3 weeks to do. So it was very exciting to hear that.
What surprised me most was their insight as well as how invested they became instantly with the project and the problem as soon as it was presented to them, where they saw this as a challenge to figure out together how to come up with a solution, and they got very excited and very personally invested amongst themselves as a team of kids and also individually. And I think that really allowed them to feed off of each other and come up with great solutions in a very quick time period.
Hi, my name is Christina. My class's question was, how can we best create a school garden that benefits all 3 of our elementary schools and their students? During this project, we got to Skype the Kasisi School in Uganda because they have amazing gardens. They helped us with ideas for our gardens, which was a great experience. Another thing I thought was really fun was working in groups to share ideas. At first, we thought our ideas were just for class. Later, our teacher told us she was going to show our list of ideas to Mr. Lucy, our principal, to incorporate into the new field school. Having a real-life meaning to our work was really cool. The thing I liked most about doing project-based learning was getting to become a part of the new school. My grade has heard a lot about the new school, but we will never get to use it. As a result of this project, we are a part of the project and will have left our mark on the school. And this made the experience very fun and meaningful.
Hi, my name is Annika Joglakar, and my class's question for project-based learning was, how can we, as student experts, design dual-purpose rooms for our new school? One unique aspect of my experience was the head architect of the new field school came and spoke with our class, and he listened to all our ideas. Some things I enjoyed about the experience were we involved it in math. We took measurements of walls, windows, and bookshelves, scaled them down to fit our given piece of paper, and had a lesson on proportions. We interviewed the school librarians and the other teachers, and it was interesting to see what they wanted out of the new school. I liked that it was not a hypothetical situation. It was a project we could all picture. There were not very many guidelines, only that we had to have dual-purpose rooms, but the shape of the room and everything else was completely up to us. And I liked that because we got to try out our own ideas without having to follow specific instructions.
Hi, my name is Jamie Liu. For project-based learning, my question was, how can we design a campus that includes 3 schools, a library, a recreation department, playing fields, and a school administration building to serve the needs of all? To help answer this question, my class visited the DeCordova Museum in Lincoln, Massachusetts. During our time there, we had fun and learned at the same time, which is just a little harder to do in classrooms. We split into different groups and explored the entire campus. We looked specifically for things that could inspire ideas for the new school grounds. We used iPads to take pictures and videos, which we put into an iMovie to show the architects. We all got to know each other a lot better because we spent a whole day walking around a quiet campus together, and also much more time in the classroom working with the photos and videos we took at the museum. I really enjoyed this hands-on way of learning because it was really interactive and we were learning outside rather than in a classroom. Also, everyone was very interested and absorbed because it was much more engaging than sitting in a classroom and having the teachers teach us. And in this time we spent doing project-based learning, we found our own ideas.
Hi, my name is Jaya Joyner, and our question was, how can we design the outdoor spaces of the new school to reflect the needs of all the students? What was cool about it was that the teachers didn't teach us, we taught the teachers. 3 things that was fun about the project was we got to use our talents. I'm a good speaker, one of my partners was a good drawer, and the other was good at making presentations. Another thing was that we got to choose if we wanted to make a clay model, drawing, or a presentation. My group chose all. And the last thing is that we got to explore and measure the playground so we can make it bigger, because there's never enough swings for everyone that wants one. And we were able to think of ways to help our school. And I really enjoyed project-based learning because it really expanded our learning.
Hi, my name is Bobby Mosher. My class's question was, how could we reduce the carbon footprint by determining ways to reduce, reuse, or recycle the materials in the old field school? Our research was different because we spent a lot of our time walking around the building and talking to different teachers and counting out recyclable objects and finding ways to remove non-recyclable items. There are many reasons why I liked PBL. For example, I was able to work with my friends in groups we got to control, and over time, I got to know my friends a little bit better. We were able to walk around the building freely instead of just sitting in a classroom all day. My class learned things about this old school that I had never known before. And presenting to my class and the teacher felt good because all those weeks of hard work paid off. I never wanted the project to end because I was having such a good time. I think if I tried project-based learning more often, learning would be much more fun.